Hello everyone, it's me, Dude River of Man Dude Thing. Welcome back to another exciting episode of River needed an idea for a video this week, so he decided to do a tier list because he couldn't think of anything else to do. So what this video is going to be about is I'm going to be doing what's called a tier list because everyone on your YouTube channels has done a tier list before, including me. So I'm going to do one as well. And I'm going to do it on a certain thing on my channel, and I'm going to rank something on my channel that I've done for a long time, but I've officially stopped doing now, and that's my comic dubs. I did comic dubs for like 2 years on YouTube, and I got really good by the end, but then I eventually was like, I need to stop, I feel like I'm done. And so, since comic dubs are officially done with this channel, all the comic dubs have been compiled together, and I'm going to rank the best ones, from the worst to the best, you know, just to see which ones are really the best comic dubs I could have done, because by the end I got really good, but the very beginning, yikes. I worked really hard on these fan dubs whenever they first came out, and I always did them to the best of my ability, but even then, everyone knows that your best of your ability at a certain time can be very bad later on in your life. Going back through these comic dubs again, because I watched through all of them again, some of them were extremely painful to get through, like extremely hard to go through. And then other ones were still funny. Like, I was genuinely surprised that I still had a lot of enjoyment for many of my comic dubs. I hope you guys are enjoying their comic dubs as well. There's a playlist in the description and also annotation wherever it is, to where you can watch every single comic dub, all 53 of them. I think it's 53, and I can't remember the exact number, but you can watch them all right there and tell me what you think. Plus, if you want to join in on me in ranking these comic dubs, there's a link in the description for the actual tier list itself, and you can actually rank it yourself. And you know what? Add me on Twitter at riverdude-covers whenever you make one, and just show your love, share it around, because it's kind of nice, and it's a good way to, you know, say, hey, this is a good way to commemorate the past of my channel without forgetting about it entirely. So, without any further notice, let's jump into it. Alright, we're here, and we are here on the entirety of this ranking every single comic dub that Riverdude has ever done, and I've set it up to where it is from requiem to shit. I'm sure there can be more categories added later on, but you know, it's simple, everything like that. Anyway, there should all be here, and I think I tried to have it set up to where it would go from the first one to the last one, but I don't think it did it that way. So I'm just going to go through top to bottom, and I'm going to rank every single one of them. And starting off with number 1, we have the very first actual comic dub I did, which was the Cars AC/DC Wake Up Vampire Mask But for Horses, I think, or something like that. For my first one, it's not bad, but you can definitely tell that was when I was like 18 and still couldn't do a lower voice at all. So I did this like filter to make my voice lower, so I go, Vampire Mask, but for horses. Oh! It's like, it's cringy, it's not that great, and it could have been done way better, so it's not shit, but it's definitely a D. The next one was the airplane one, where JoJo and them was on the airplane. And it's not bad, but again, I still don't have the comedic timing down yet, and it's just a adaptation of everything overall. And like the oh my god, holy shit, it's like, it's still not that great. And there's a lot of audio issues with that one as well, so I'd say a D. It's still not shit, but it's not that great. The next one's the melon one, wherever he goes, he screams cackling. Just because of the ending, because I say in the background as JoJo is like, you said no one could deflect the emerald splash. It's like, that was a funny line, and I still enjoy it to this day, so just because it's got a little bit more comedic timing, I'm gonna put it as a C. It's still not great though, like these early comic dubs just don't have any, it's just not good. This one, the My Hero Academia comic dub kind of thing, it's just a meme, and it's not really comic. So, shit, it's just not that good. It's really not. Like, the voice acting's alright, but even then, it's just, no. Let's see, this is the Josuke, and they're like, oh, JoJo says, like, look at this fish or turtle or something. Is this bae or what? And then they just, it was just hard to make this one funny. Like, I tried really hard with doing the thoughts and everything, and I did kind of alright with Okuyasu's line. where he's like, I wonder what I'm getting from tutorials. Maybe some pasta or something like that. But besides that, it's just not that good. It really isn't. So I'm putting that one as shit as well. So this one's the phone call one. It's just not good either. These early ones just can't do it to me. It just can't. I don't know if it's D or I think I'll just make it D, because it's not terrible, but it's still not that good. The next one, it's the, Poochie's, like, orgasming, talking about Dio. You know, for one of the early ones I did, it's not that bad. It's actually still kind of funny. I don't think it's B tier, though. It's still definitely C tier. It's like, it's not bad, but it's like, it's better than the rest. Koichi with the child-sized clothes, it's not that good. Yeah. I don't know if it's shit, but it's not good. What else? Oh, Tomura Shigaraki. Which one's this? This is the, I don't even remember. This one's not the trash one. This is like this is when he's like making jokes about hands and stuff like that to him. It's like, I did My Hero Academia comic does because I like doing Shigaraki, but even then, I just kind of stopped, and they weren't that good anyway. So like, this one's not bad. The trash one, I don't mind that one nearly as much. It's kind of cute, so I'll give it a C. If you can tell, like, these early ones, I just did not like them. Okay, except this one. This one's actually not that bad. It's the Rohan and Koichi with the birds. I actually did pretty good with the voice acting, and this was before the dub came out for part 4, and I'm still genuinely surprised how well I did Rohan's voice and how close it was to for the actual dub and how they actually took it. So I'm actually kind of proud of it. It's actually probably the best of the old ones, like the old series ones. That's just a good one. And also the ostrich at the end. Oh my gosh. I love that comic. It's just a funny comic. So it worked out well together. Oh my, you want to play some football? Oh yes, Midoriya. Oh, Texas Smash! And then he just goes away. It's like, it's not the funniest. And I kind of ruined the joke at the very end by the little bit of the going back to him. So I'll give it a D. It's not shit, but it's definitely a D tier. Oh, this one. This was my first video to get to 100,000 views on YouTube. And it's not B tier. It's C tier. Like, I did go with the voice acting. And I did go with the editing. Like, yeah, it's not that bad. But it's still not that. It's not that great. This one. Goodbye, you little shit. And see, this one, I kind of ruined the joke at the end as well. Like, the joke was good at the very end of it. But then I say, like, I add on to it. And it's just like, it ruined the joke. It ruined the punchline. So I'd give it a D. It's just not, man. I'm not a fan of these older ones, like, at all. And this one as well. Like, this one's kind of funny. This one's a little bit funnier than the other ones because, Shigechi's, like, little scream's not that bad. I'll give it a C. That one's not bad. Are we done with the bad ones? Can we start getting to the good ones, like the ones I'm actually kind of happy I did? Okay, this one's just not a funny joke. It's just like, he puts the little hearts together and he just says, +1 heart container, I will kill you. It's like, man, you can do better. You can do better, Riverdude. Come on, man. And it's like, it's not the problem with the comics. They work well with comics, but as the dub, I could have done so much better. What else is there? We got the Jotaro, like, Anasui. It's not that bad. I'll give it a B. That one's kind of funny. That's not too bad. I'll give it a funny. Let's just go in order now because I think we've gotten the main bad ones out of the way. And now we can start actually looking at the good ones. So this one was Daenerys's, like, the Nazis are here. And this, anything with Joseph and Caesar is automatically an S tier for me. Because those two are always the funniest for me. Like, I can do both their voices extremely well. And it's always super funny whenever they're together. So, I just made this one funny. I'm giving this one an S tier. I like that one a lot. I really love that one. Okay, so this one's the Giorno doing his homework. It's good, but I don't know. I think I'd just make it A tier. Because it's good, but it's not the best. It's like, I don't think it's S tier material, but it is definitely one of the good ones. Okay, the Mr. Zipper one. It's too simple. Like, it's just like, hey, my fly's unzipped. I can't fix this fly or something like that. Oh, here, I can fix it. And then it looks like Narancia. Oh, it's like, oh, comes in. It's like, it looks like a blowjob. Oh. And then it goes to roundabout. And it's like, It works, but it's C. Yeah, it's not that good. It's C tier. Here's another one. This is whenever he eats the baby's leftovers. And as a joke, it actually works really well. There's not much voice acting to it, so I still give it an A tier. It's funny. It's like it's a good punchline at the end. So yeah, I'll give that one an A tier. Okay, this is a more recent one. This is when Jotaro and Kakyoin got caught looking at whatever it is. We don't know what it is entirely, but maybe, I don't know. It's a newer one, so the voice acting is way better and the comedic time. Oh, yeah, this is definitely an A or A. It's A tier because that scream at the very end is, it's so good. It's still broken! I love it. It's so good. This one's just a simple one. It's like, Josuke, why is the almonds got no titties kind of thing. It's like, it's funny, but it could have been done better. I'd say B. It's not the best. Smash that motherfucking Caesar. Do not smash the motherfucking Caesar. I'ma do it. No! This one's an iconic one for me. Like, this one's just funny to me, and I still laugh at it even today. Like, if it made me laugh while we were watching it, it's automatically going to S tier. Like, automatically, it's going back to S tier because I loved it so much. Okay. This one's iconic. This one's one of my favorites. I think this is the first Requiem we got here. This is whenever, because it's just Joseph coming in, going like, "Hey guys, I bought kebabs for everyone. Someone killed Enya!" And just the screaming is so good, and the comedic timing is so perfect. That is definitely a Requiem. Like, that is 100% Requiem. That is one of my favorite ones. It's so good. Oh, you look like a mini Jotaro. It's like, this one's good, like a good comic, but it's a comic dub. It's good, but it's not the greatest. I don't know if it's I'd say A tier. It's not that good for me. Oh, this one. This was a comic dub I did while on vacation in a room, and like a hotel room, so I couldn't voice act to my fullest capability. The editing's not good with this. Like, this is out of all these fan dubs, not fan dubs, but comic dubs, I did the best to my ability at the time. But this one is just purely, I could have done so much better with this one. And like, there's another person who did a comic dub of this same comic and did it 10 times better than I did. So I just say that one's bad. Just don't forget about it. Okay. Josuke and Rohan is like, no, I want to have sex with him. It's too simple. It's like, it's not C. I guess B tier. I just didn't care for that one as much. It's like, I literally hope you die. It's like, no, not really. Just, it's good, but, yeah. All right, next one. Let's see. Okay, let's do this one. I'm saving this one for a while because I just don't want to do it yet. But this one, I think this is a Requiem. I definitely think this is a Requiem because the screaming bit at the end is hilarious. Like, this entire comic, I did so well with making it my own, because Herspalter's like entire comic, it was mostly just like, oh, I'm scared to death, and then the epitaph shows up. And it's like, oh God, we're all going to die. That was it. So I added a lot to that one and made it even funnier. Like, I'm very proud of that one, and it's still funny to this day. So that one's definitely a Requiem. Okay, funny story with this one, with the Secco and Chocolata one. I had no voice when doing this one, and you can probably hear it whenever you hear me screaming, going, "Oh yes, daddy!" Like, whenever I'm starting to scream that, you can hear like my voice just cracking so much, and especially whenever I do like the nurse at the very end, her voice is just super squeaky and like. And that was because I had no voice, but I forced myself through that one because I wanted to get that dub done. And the voice acting's on point for that one. That was just amazing voice act. Is it Requiem or is it S tier? I'm going to keep it as S tier right now because I don't think it has that final push to make it Requiem, but it is really good. Oh, I'm going off to school. Like, it's like Jonathan's too pure for Dio. It's good. But it's simple, so I definitely put it as A. It's not an S, but it's a simple one. It's good. Okay. Rohan Kishibe fucked my mom. It's like, this one's a good rendition of the meme for like Lightning McQueen. I definitely give it an S tier. Like, this one still makes me laugh because of especially how I did Rohan, just like, I fucked your mom, shit lips. It's like, it's so funny. I love it so much. So yeah, this one's definitely an S tier. Definitely an S tier. This is just good. But Hierophant Green, the puppet, it's good. It's comical. I don't think it's an S tier, but it's definitely an A tier. It's definitely an A tier. Let's do this one. Okay, this one is automatically Requiem. I absolutely adore this comic so much because I did so well the voice acting here with just them screaming at each other. It's like, what I was saying, you brought me back to life. And then my favorite line there is, ever since we met in Naples, you booked us the next flight? Shit! It's just so funny. Giorno's entire thing there, like that, all the screaming was done perfectly. It was hilarious. It's Requiem. 10 out of 10, one of the best. They messed up the haircut. It's B tier. Yeah, honestly, B tier. It's just like, it's funny, but as a comic dub, it's not that funny. And so I'm just gonna give it a B tier. Let's see. This is Jotaro's forgetting Kakyoin's last name or first name. He forgot his first name. And he just calls him Naruto Kakyoin. It's good. I don't know if it's S tier, but it's definitely good. Yeah, I give it an A tier. It's A tier. Let's do Spaghetti al Nero di Sepia. Would you stop it? Just because you know one food's name doesn't mean you can just say it all the time. Well, I like Spaghetti al Nero di Sepia, and I do know things. All right, name all of these pastas. Name all of these teas. I love this one. It's not Requiem, but it's definitely S tier. It's definitely an S tier. It's good. Giorno reaching his final form. That one's funny. That one's funny. Is it A or is it? I'd give an S. I give an S there. I really like that one. That's a funny comic. Oh, this is automatically Requiem right here. Like, I don't know if this is number one, but it's one of the best. And that is Yaint! That's the oldest one on here that's going to be Requiem. Like, I can already tell you that right now. That one just freaking kills me every time how I do Yaint! It's so funny. Oh, I love it. Let's see. This is a newer one. The Jotaros, based off the scene from Teen Titans. It's good. It's a good rendition of it, and it's also a really good comic. It's just not that super funny, so I'm gonna give it an A tier. I'm gonna give it an A tier. Like, it's good, but it's not the greatest. Okay. Too soon, Polnareff. Well, it looks like you didn't see that coming. It's either a low S tier or a high A tier, so I'm gonna give it a high A tier. Like, it's not the best, but it's definitely a high A tier. Kakyoin's a gamer. That one's heartwarming. And I do like the little ending with Jotaro. And I always like doing, like, Star Platinum and Jotaro talking to each other, going, Hola? No, I don't want to do that. It's like, I liked that. So, I'll give it an A. It's not the best, but it's a good one. Okay, Bruno's super hot, and everyone's just, like, orgasming over him. I don't know. That one's... It doesn't make me laugh nearly as much as I thought it would. It's still good, but it's just, eh. So it's definitely an A tier. Like, I'm being very picky for which one's the top ones, but I'm going to be very picky for those. Let's do my most popular video on YouTube. My most viewed video on YouTube is this comic dub. And... S tier? Yeah, I mean, it's a good dub. Like, I did really good with the dub, and the ending joke's actually kind of funny. So yeah, I still laugh at it, so I definitely give it an S tier. It's an S tier. It's not Requiem. And it's definitely not Requiem, but it is an S tier. Like, I'm saving Requiem for the ones that still make me laugh out loud. Like, I have to still laugh physically out loud instead of it's like, snicker. I have to laugh physically for Requiem. Okay, so mouse costume. That one's cute, but it's not super funny. Yeah, A. It's A. Hey, fucking excuse me? This This one is one of my favorite line reads ever. It still kills me. Definitely a requiem. How I did Avdol's voice so well for that comic, just, oh, it's so good. So yes, definitely requiem. Okay, this one's a good one. Now I don't know where to put. This one's kind of hard for me to put. It's whenever, like, it's not super funny. It is kind of funny, but it's more like heartwarming seeing Bruno and Doppio like be kind and nice to each other. So for wholesomeness, I'm giving it an S tier. I don't know if it's not Requiem, but it's definitely an S tier, and a lot of people really like this one. I definitely like this one as well. Okay, this one's actually kind of funny. So this dub actually is very popular on TikTok. I don't know why, but the audio got really popular for Caesar and Joseph cosplays on TikTok. I didn't promote that or anything like that. It just happened on its own, and I found out randomly through a friend. So it's still kind of funny. It's not my, I don't know. Hello, my name's Joseph Joestar. I'm going to die. I'm very picky with these S tier and A tiers because I still think it's good, but I don't think it's an S tier. Gosh, okay. These four right here, they're all on the lines of S tier or Requiem, and I don't know which one's for which. Because, all right, let's start with this one. This one's like one of my biggest dubs, and I got to voice every single character, every main JoJo in this. And it was actually really neat to finally do that, especially since it was one of my last ones. So it felt like finally got to do them all eventually. I don't know if it's Requiem or not, because it's funny. You know what? Yeah, it's Requiem. It's Requiem. I'm definitely giving it a Requiem because I still love Joseph and Caesar's reactions at the end. The audio messed up kind of. It's still a little staticky. That's the only problem with it I have. But just hearing, hey, Guppy, I know just the girl for you. Caesar, I swear to God. I love the ending. It was funny. Okay, Kakyoin falling out of the window. Is it Requiem or not? Is it Requiem or is it S tier? For the screams alone, I'm giving it Requiem because I screamed so well for that. Kakyoin, what has? Oh yeah, because at the very end, Polnareff's just like, I'm going to die. It's so funny. Yeah, I honestly, with all these Requiem ones, I just can't pick which one's the best one because they're all like amazingly good. Like, I can't pick which one's the funniest out of all of these, except of course, definitely number one, like in a tier of its own. It should be. It should be in a tier of its own. Yes, this one's the best of them all. Like, this is my best comic dub of them all. Cannot be beat. 10 out of 10. It's the funniest one of them all because the voice acting is absolutely hilarious. We spent the Assassin's paycheck on this. Like, it's so funny. I love it so much. Like, I did so good with that. And it's probably my personal iconic fan dub. Like, not fan dub, comic dub. Like, if you took all these comic dubs together and synced them together and you asked me which one is the one that best encapsulates every single one of my comic dubs, it's that one. 100%. 100% without a question. It's the funniest of them all. Can't be beat. It's the best. So the last one. This was the last comic dub I ever did, and I ended it on, I'd say, an S tier. It's not the best S tier, so it's S. But I ended that one's pretty funny. I really think that was funny. It's cute. I really like that one. So yes, this is the final official list right here. This is what I think are the most iconic comic dubs. I keep wanting to say fan dubs. These are the most iconic comic dubs ranked all together. Very much so the older ones are the bad ones. They don't hold up. They really don't. There's a lot of problems with them, but some of them, they aren't bad. They aren't the greatest. I definitely say, like, out of all the comic dubs, like, you would get some really good ones, and then you just get that one really good one every few months. And it wasn't like I started releasing all the bangers, Requiems, and Over Heavens at the same time. They all kind of came out interspersed with each other. So yeah, this is my full list. I fully think this is the best of the best. I mean, it was fun to do this, really was, because I loved doing these comic dubs. They brought a lot of enjoyment to my life, but I'm glad I get to move on from them because as much as I enjoyed making them, you know, if you do something for too long, I did these for like 2 years or so, you just get tired of it. You didn't get to do much else besides JoJo comic dubs. And I'm glad a lot of people have reached out to me and said how much these comic dubs have helped them through a lot and how much they love these comic dubs. And I hope they can still bring you enjoyment. Like, I know a lot of people still enjoy many of these comic dubs and still see them a lot on their timelines, still watch them. And so I hope they still bring you a lot of enjoyment. Because, honestly, going through these again and watching every single one of them again, it brought a lot of enjoyment to me. Like, I was surprised how much I still enjoyed watching these things. It was a pain to get through the earlier ones, but by the end, I started really enjoying watching them again, and just it brought back a lot of good memories. Thank you all for joining me on this little trip. If you want to make your own tier list of these, please do it in the link below. You will have all of these things again, and you can rank all your favorites. And whenever you do rank them, please send them to me at riverdude-covers on Twitter. Please do. Link in the description to my Twitter account. Just at me on them, follow me there, and just send them to me because I want to see them. I want to see what you guys think about my comic dubs and which ones were your favorites, because I know my favorites, as you can clearly tell, but what are yours? I really want to see if ours kind of matched, if it's kind of the same way. Or maybe you thought that one of these lower ones, the ones I don't like, are one of your favorite ones. Or maybe you agree with me that this one is the best one, because that's the only definitive answer because it is the best one. So please, like, subscribe, share this video to your friends, and next week you will have a lot more interesting, more fun videos and normal, regularly scheduled program. And who knows what else is coming. I've been having a lot of plans and new ideas coming in my head about what I can do for this channel. Besides the OST playbacks and JoJo song parodies, who knows? It's a free-for-all this month. This year is going to be an entire test period to see what's new and what I can do and what's things like that. So I hope you're all willing to join me on this journey. Thank you. This is Riverdude signing off for another time, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Arrivederci.